think the thing, we could all do with doing personally and organizationally is just spending a bit of time thinking about what sort of organization we want to be in the future. What do we want to impact and how, and actually put ourselves into the future, because I think we all feel at the moment that we're sort of at the center of a bit of a vortex of stuff that's changing really rapidly that we don't necessarily understand. And it's constantly changing, so we can't get a handle on it. So, the most powerful and effective way to deal with that is to go beyond, to think 2, 3, 5, up to 8 years in advance. I always think is a helpful time frame that feels close enough, but not too close and not too far away. And actually think about what's my vision, me as a leader individually. What do I want to impact and influence, and how do I want it to feel and be when I'm doing that? And also for the organization. So there'll be lots of people watching this that will have a strategy in place that will be very, very tightly bound in outcomes and numbers, and but actually what may be missing is the vision that sits above that says, here's who we want to be, here's why we exist, here's what we want to influence, here's how we want things to be different in a few years' time. Because that is loose enough that it gives you flexibility, but solid enough that it gives you something to go back to when things feel uncertain. Actually, is that vision still right? Is that still where we want to get to? And if it is what we're doing now still going to get us there? So it just gives you that North Star and that bit of guidance. And I think doing that, for leaders doing that personally, I think can be really powerful and grounding. And for organizations, it's so important in terms of just articulating the journey that you're on to all of your stakeholders, whether that's internal or external, but it gives you a way of explaining the actions that you're taking, which might not always be positive or well received, but it gives you a way to articulate why you're doing that. And why it matters. I think that's and it doesn't have to take a long time, Jeremy. That sitting down and doing that piece of visioning as a leadership team could just be a couple of hours, but it's transformational in terms of the impact.